Good morning, everyone. My name is Justice-Dazzle, and I am a trans woman. My pronouns are she, her, hers. Reason I'm doing this video is I have had a bunch of cisgender women and a few trans women mention that I do my makeup very well, better than them. And for the cis women, they've been doing it since they were 12 or 13 and are in their late 20s, early 30s, some of them in their 40s. And after only a few months, I do my makeup better than they do. Figured I might as well make a makeup tutorial. And for the trans women, there are nuances that a cis woman doesn't have to worry about, just because of the differences in our bodies. You know, I'm going to preface this as I think they do this on like all of the different makeup videos. I am not being endorsed or reimbursed in any way. All of the products I have purchased myself or a friend gave them to me, but not a representative of any company that I'm going to be using today. Also, in the comments, if you are going to be an asshole, fuck off. And with that, I'm going to be swearing because I swear. So, you know, if that's going to offend you, then you can go and find a different video to watch. This is not the place to debate my existence. My existence is not up for debate. I exist. I'm here. Go find something else to get angry about. Okay? All right. So, the first thing is you know, as a trans woman, I have facial hair. So I try to shave it down as much as I can, but, you know, as you can see, there's still remnants. I am hoping to get some electrolysis sessions at some point in the future, but at the moment that's not something I can afford. Plus with, you know, a global fucking pandemic going on around us, I'd rather not be in that type of situation. So, that's going to have to wait. But for me, doing my makeup before I leave the house allows, or even in the house, when I'm not going to be seeing anyone, except myself when I go to the bathroom and look in the mirror, and just knowing that I have a face on, keeps my dysphoria at bay, because I look more like a woman. You know, a traditional feminine woman, cisgender woman, whatever you want to call it. I would love to be able to go out and do things looking the way that I do, dressing the way that I do, without a full face of makeup on, but that's not something that I personally can do because of dysphoria and because of, well, people's assumptions about what I am, who I am, if I were to do that. So, I do my makeup. And typically I start by doing my eyes. I did at the beginning do them last, but I found that it ended up with a little too much on my foundation and such, and made it look messy. So if I do that first, I can cover it up with my foundation. So I have a whole bunch of different palettes, way too many, probably, but I don't think so. You know, I do use BoxyCharm, which the reason I get it is because I get palettes for, you know, $27, and I get a whole bunch of other stuff, you know, so that I can give it for gifts. I can try to sell it if I want to, whatever. So I have accumulated quite the collection of palettes, and it really depends on my mood and my outfit. You know, like today I'm wearing booty shorts with, as you can see, a black and white striped shirt, and my style would be one that could be described as, well, I describe it as hippie bohemian punk. That's my style, both in personality and in my makeup and clothes and looks. And I really there's no rhyme or reason. You know, I've never watched a makeup tutorial. They bore me, honestly. So if you're watching this, good on you. You know, the way I learned how to do it was by playing. And a good friend of mine showed me a few basics when I first started using makeup, because she felt sorry for me, probably, because never having gotten the mom, having to mess around with it in high school and middle school with my girlfriends. I didn't get that experience, so I didn't get the mistakes. I had to go from never doing anything to putting on a full face of makeup and going out into the world as a 34-year-old woman. So, you know, she probably took pity on me. I'm not sure exactly why, but that's it. So I pick based on my mood, and based on the shirt or dress or skirt or look that I'm going for the day, or what I'm doing. So today I'm wearing a white and black shirt, so let's go for a punk look. You know, and for me, I have all of these brushes from all different companies. You know, my favorites are, what are these? Moda Pro, that I got in a BoxyCharm maybe about 6 months ago. I absolutely love them, but there's only 5 of them, and I have ADD, and I have a lot of stuff going on in my life, as I will post all of my social links and the other projects that I do in the description of the video below. But there's only 5 of them, and I usually forget to clean my brushes, except maybe once a week, maybe once every 2 weeks, and I change the colors that I use on almost a daily basis. And I don't want to mix them all, so sometimes I run out. And I don't know what any of them are actually for. I just use them in the way that seemed right to me when I was figuring things out. So let's go for a black and white look today, a punk look. I have a few different blacks, and only one white that I really like, but the problem, it's not to the quality of some of the other stuff I use, but I do like it. So the white I'm going to be using is going to be from the Morphe Blew Ya Away palette. 18A is the name. I believe it's a Jaclyn Hill, if I remember correctly. But so I'm going to be using this white right here. But with this, I found that if I use too much black, I just look like I got beat up, and I look way too emo. And I'm punk, I'm not emo, and you know. So there are a few different blacks that I like to use, but honestly, for today, let's go with just straight up black. And this is going to be from Violet Voss Essentials palette, which is another one that I got with a BoxyCharm a few months ago. Doesn't look like there is a palette number, so I'm guessing they just had the one, probably because it's boxy and they do things as exclusives. And I will just grab a brush, and typically what I do, I mean, I'm not going to use most of these, but I use a small brush, because what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be taking the black and I'm going to be doing a line along the bottom, probably third of my eye, and so that there's a demarcation going from the black into the white. And the cool thing is during the day, as I open and close my eyes, it kind of blends and it becomes like this smoky black gray, which also looks cool. So the look actually changes during the day or during the night, depending on when you are doing this. And so that's it. So I will take my brush, grab a little of the black, get her all on there, get it nice and saturated. I typically do one eye, then the other, and then move on to the next color. And don't worry if it's not perfect, especially if you're doing this, because you can always go at it with a Q-tip. You can always throw a little extra white on. It's a punk look. If it's not perfect, no big deal. So, got the one eye done, now we'll do the next. And this is what I went with. So I've got a bit of black on there, and don't worry if, I mean, as you can see, I got a little extra down on my face. Don't worry about that. Clean it up after, before put the primer and foundation on. So that way it's not a big deal, and if I can't get it all off, also no big deal, because I'm going to be putting full face foundation on. So I am going to grab the brush that I have. Almost all of them already have color on them. Is this one? Does this one have color? Yes, it does, but I can do that with white. Perfect. I am at that point in the week when I need to wash my brushes. So I grab the white and dab that up, get that all good to go. And then I'm going to try to have a line right on top of the black, and then up and around. And I do, what the hell is it called? I have hooded eyelids, so I have to go a little higher than some people that don't, so that it's actually visible when my eyes are open, because my eyes are not going to be closed all of the time. Unless it's a really good night. So there we go. As you can see, you can see a little bit of the black and you can see the white, and they blend into each other. And it's going to continue blending throughout the day as I open and close my eyes. I did get, it's a little messy, so I will just grab a handy Q-tip and put a more distinct line and get rid of some of the excess that went a little higher than I would like, and try to match it. There we go. Grab a paper towel and get rid of the excess that fell. And this is just micellar magic, so it's just micellar water. It's just in a convenient bottle that I can put onto a paper towel. I honestly don't like it as much as just a $5 bottle from like CVS, because that I can dip a Q-tip in. This, it literally sprays. So it's hard to not make a mess if I'm not using a paper towel on it. So I don't think I'll be getting it again, although it was an BoxyCharm, so there's only certain things that I read by. So get rid of all of the excess there, clean that all up, and now we're gonna go on to the waterline. God, I don't even know what this is. Oh, it's a Physicians Formula eyeliner. A friend gave me literally a box of different makeup. Actually, it was this, filled with different makeups that she got on sale and all that type of stuff. She was gonna like resell it, and she didn't end up doing that. So, you know, it is what it is. But I got it for free, so I was good. I gave a bunch away to friends, and I kept a bunch of stuff, including a bunch of eyeliners and eyeshadows and things like that. So, you know, and the easiest way I've found to do my eyeline is literally pull down on with a couple of fingers with my non-dominant hand, which pulls it away from my eye, and then I can do a steady line across. So I just do that quick. There we go, one done. And there we are. All set. So, then go on to mascara. And I use a few different ones. The one I'm going to use today is, looks like it's from Benefit, and it's called Bad Gal Bang. You know, just a quick, I put it about halfway up my eye, and I blink real fast a few times, and then I just kind of draw it across the lower lashes. And let's see if this makes it easier to see that. And done. And then if I got any underneath my eye, I just draw a Q-tip across the bottom. And if it's not all off, not a big deal. Again, because I'm using a full coverage foundation. And before I knew what that was, because like I said, I don't watch makeup tutorials, people were like, oh my God, I love your smoky eye. And I'm like, thanks. I didn't know what it was called. It was literally, I made a mess and it blended underneath my eye. And they're like, oh my God, I love that look. That look was me being inconsistent and being messy. That's what that look was. I wasn't going for a smoky eye or a cat's eye or anything like that. I don't know what they're called. I just do stuff that looks fun, or I see people when I'm walking on the street, or in movies or whatever, and I'm like, ooh, I could do that. Or let me try that. Eyes are done. Good to go. So now I am going to use my primer. Which I have a couple that I'm going through right now. I have a liquid one, No Problem Prime Essence by Touch in Soul. And you cannot see, there we go, that's a good angle. And then just e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer, which you can get it at CVS. I did see it there, but it's like literally $4 or $5 more expensive than it is at Ulta. So if you're gonna get it at Ulta, because it's I think like $7 there, and it was like 11 or 12 at CVS, and probably Walgreens and all of those. So just, you know, make a trip to Ulta, unless you're like me and you can't go in there to just get one thing. So you know, and then I just throw a little bit on my hands. Mix it all up. Throw it on there and make sure I get everywhere, including for the trans women watching, down on my neck, because I do have a little hair down there, and it's going to continue to grow throughout the day. And I do need a little bit more, so I put a little more extra on my face. And I'm going to wash this off my hands real quick, so I will be right back. And I am back. So, next we go to the foundation. And for me, I tried a bunch of different ones. I used powders, I used liquid. I didn't want to do the full coverage because I was like, it's gonna look like I got too much makeup on, I'm gonna look too put up, I'm gonna look like a drag queen. And nothing wrong with that if that's the look that you're going for, if it's that theatrical type of look. But I can't tell you how many times I have been asked if I'm a drag queen, and if you're a trans woman, you know how fucking offensive that is, and you want to punch the person that just asked you that right in the fucking throat. And so I don't want to have that theatrical look. That's not what I'm going for. I'm looking for a more natural look, a look that makes me feel comfortable and doesn't separate me from the rest of the women that I'm walking with. So I personally use Kat Von D. Currently I'm using, oh god, what is this called? True Portrait, which is their solid to liquid, or liquid to solid. And I did use one of her other ones because as you know, or you may not, she's quite the bigot. But she did fully get out of the company in January. So when I buy things from her, or if you buy things from her, none of your money is going to that. So yeah, that's a good thing. You know, and I don't know about you, but I am very conscious of where my money goes. There are a lot of companies that I boycott because of the CEO, because of their business practices, because of things that they have done in the past, because of things that they are currently doing. You know, and so I got really concerned when I found out about this, because I haven't been in makeup for that long, like maybe about 10 months or so. I've been doing makeup on myself, and so I don't have all of the dish. I don't know all of the things about it. So, but there are companies that, you know, All right, well, I don't remember what I was talking about because I got a call. I'm in the process of buying a car, so I got a call from the bank. So I'm gonna have to stitch these two videos together. So I was in the middle of saying something. But, oh, yes, businesses. So, there's certain companies I just don't use. Luckily, Kat Von D herself is not getting any money from this, so I can continue using the foundation and all of that type of stuff that I use. Give it a little shake. And I did use foundation brushes for a while, but honestly, game fucking changer. Switching to just like a $3 sponge makes a huge difference for the blending. It makes a huge difference for how much I have to use. It makes a huge difference for the coverage, all of that. So just throw a little bit on the sponge, pull my hair back, because as you can tell, I have a lot of hair. And then throw it all on there. Like I said, get down below my, oh my God, I went a little too high on that. We're gonna need to fix there we go. All good. And throw it on down. And make sure that I get all of the areas where I have facial hair really well covered. Get a nice line around my lips, because I don't know about you, but I love lipstick. It makes everything pop. One of the annoying things, I mean, there are a lot of other things about COVID that are annoying and painful and horrible and all of that, but one of them is when I go out, I'm wearing a mask so nobody can see my bold lip choices. And then I hit up the other side and my forehead and down along the sides of my eyes, down through in between my eyebrows and over my nose. Make sure my nose is well covered so it's not like, so it's all one consistent shade. There we go. And do a little swoop from the bridge of my nose down to catch the corner of my eyes. And over on the side here. And then all set with the foundation. Then, I don't do this every day. Some days I do, some days I don't. But why not? I'll throw a wing on. So, this is Double Take eyeliner from Tarte, Tarteist. This is what it looks like. I believe I got that at Ulta. And then I just, I'm not sure if you've seen this. I just have a little mini mirror to do my eyes, just to make things a little simpler. So when I'm doing my eyeliner and that type of thing, and when I'm putting wings on, you know what, this is a little thick there. Yeah, and I just make sure that it's all well blended and all about the same shade. And it is okay when my neck is a little darker and has a little more on there, just because of the fact that it's a little harder for me to get all of the facial hair off on my neck. So, and I'm going to be able to lighten it up with my finishing powder, because I use a pure white finishing powder. So, take my fingers, pull it down a little bit so I can get a straight line across. And there we go. And I've got my wings. And typically when I'm doing the wings, I want to blend a little bit more because, again, I just put my fingers on the foundation and it's still drying, and I haven't put any finishing powder on there. So, make sure that that's all set, it all looks good, and then I grab my finishing powder. And right now I use Lock It, Blot It in Powder from Kat Von D. Well, as you can tell, I really like that brand. And then throw a little bit on my nose and any of the areas where my facial hair grows. Make sure that there's a little extra. Oh my god. I forgot my blush. Which is no big deal, we'll just throw that on. And this is one that I got from Boxy Charm. And this is from Marbled Light Dusk. And it's, I'm gonna butcher this name, but Ciatel London, Ciatel London. And that's what it looks like. So just hit that up. Give myself a little rosy complexion. All set. And then go back over that area. Under my eyes. A little bit on my forehead. And then the important part, over my neck. The blending. To make sure that it matches my face and that it blends well into the rest of my neck. And take 3. We are almost done. I just got a call from the finance guy at the dealership. I picked a great morning to do this. Oh my god. So, like I was saying, make sure that this is all blended well so that neck color and neck color with makeup and neck color without makeup match pretty well. And it's consistent from my face to my neck. And I am right about there. And then I'll pick a lipstick shade. And like I said, I like Kat Von D stuff. Out of this bucket, most of that is Kat Von D. And because I'm going with the black and white, and as you can see, it's already started to blend, which is one of the reasons why I really don't like this white. I need to get a better one. I really don't like the white with this Morphe, because it doesn't stay put for as long as other stuff does, like when I do like a pink and a blue, and that type of thing, and I do different stripes. But, you know, it is what it is. So since we're going for a punk look, I've got a few different things I could do. I could go with Smashbox metallic punked rock, which looks like this. Can't really tell with that. I have got a, what is this one called? Zero, from Kat Von D. It's like a gray, it's like a light gray. I have got Wolf, which is more of like a dark gray, but I think, yes I do, I have like a pure black, which is called Latex, that I just got. So I am going to throw the latex on. I love the liquid lipsticks, but there are so many of them that just, they don't last. You know, you eat, you take a drink of water, and half of it's gone, and you just got a ring around your lips. That's one of the reasons I really like the Kat Von D. One, it's vegan, so so it's good. It's good quality, it's decent price, and the lasting time on the liquid lipstick. So throw that on, and I just do a smile like that to do the lower. Get a nice, even, deep, and then go on the upper. And there we go. So, and that is that. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I did record this on Saturday the 18th, so if you want to see just a still picture of it with filter, because, you can check out my Instagram, which is Justice-Dazzle. It is a public profile, so you can check that out. I try to post a picture every day, partly for me as a transition timeline, partly just to get those fake internet points and all of that. I am also a writer and a podcaster. I will put the links for that down in the description. And if you feel so inclined, I wouldn't mind a share, a like, a follow, both with the video, with my poetry, with my podcast. If you want to throw me a few bucks, that's cool too. I'll throw my Venmo and Cashapp names down in the description. And you can check out my website, which will also be in there, but it's justice-dazzle.com. And my socials, I will put all of that info down in the description. So I hope that you have an absolutely amazing day. And if you like, please subscribe. Thanks so much.